I guess it is a bit windy today. Spectacular, eh? Bonjour and welcome back to 4x4 Explore. This is me, and here's my husband Keith. We enjoy traveling around Australia in our Toyota 79 series fitted with a Tommy camper. Join us on our journey, and if you enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Welcome to the Ningaloo Coast. We've made it, haha! Quite exciting. So we've just did a bit of shopping in Exmouth, which is quite a nice little village. I would say it's a village, or is it a town? It's probably a town. There's a few thousand people living there. So we've just drove past a very, very big transmitter, which is, I believe, used by the Australian and US Navy. That transmitter transmits, I think, around 20 kilohertz, so it's fairly low frequency to what I'm used to, but it's a mind-blowing 1 megawatt of power, so very, very long wave, you know, with a lot of power, so that will be really traveling a very, very long distance. So I think the tower you can see there are nearly 300 meters high. So it's a very, very impressive structure, and I believe that's how Exmouth was founded. It's just basically the town which service this defense infrastructure around this area. So we're going to make our way to a 1K campground. We have to go through Yardie Creek because apparently there are some defense activity until for the next couple of days. I think it's been going on for 1 month. So the only access to 1K campground is through Yardie Creek. So we're trying to time it right with the tide. However, we believe the Yardie Creek is fairly dry at the moment, so we should not have anything to worry about except for a bit of soft sand. So yeah, here we are. Excited, Keith, to see the Indian Ocean again?
Yes, there we are.
Here we go! Woohoo! Oh well, the swell is a bit up today. Looks like it. Stunning. I guess it is a bit windy today. It is very windy today, very, very windy. Now we are at the top. The lighthouse is over there, and the antenna, the big antennas that I was talking to you about, is over there. Look at this view. Creek.
Didn't notice it.
There's no water flowing through there, so it was pretty easy. The sand was a bit soft, but we deflated the tires pretty well. 13 at the front, 28 at the back, I think we are. So a bit soft at the front.
Too hard at the back.
Yeah. So anyway, we're arriving at 1K Campground, which is, I think, 1K from Yardie Creek. That's why it's called like that. So it's a nice campsite, sheltered-ish from the wind, depending where the wind's coming from. If it's coming from the west, it's nicely sheltered. However, at the moment it's coming from the south, so not so much. If you are into swimming and stuff, well, 1K might not be the campsite for you, because as you can see here, there's really no swimming access to the water. The rocks are extremely sharp, so a bit difficult to get in and out. I thought I'll come out for a bit of a hike. We haven't moved that much in the last few days, so I've decided to walk from the 1K campground to Yardie Creek, and then there is a bit of a trail along Yardie Creek there, so I'm going to do that today. I think it'll be about 5K returns. So Yardie Creek used to be quite famous because it used to flow quite a lot of water through there, and you can see on YouTube there's quite a lot of video of cars getting completely drowned under in Yardie Creek. But it sounds like for the last 1.5 years the creek has run fairly dry. So when we came here, we thought we would have to wait for low tide, but we pretty much crossed at high tide, and it was bone dry. This is Yardie Creek. Quite stunning, but you can see he used to just flow across the ocean there, but it's been dry for quite a long time. Spectacular, eh? Wow. Spectacular, absolutely spectacular. So yeah, so I'm ready to go back now. Can't wait to walk along the beach. Alright, let's go. So this is where we're going to. So it's quite a bit more pleasant than going through the road. So if you're at 1K campground, that's definitely a walk that you can do. If the tide is low, like now, you can walk to the beach, and then you can do the Yardie Creek trail, which I highly recommend. I have planned my trek using Explorer's Traveler app. I'll share the complete trek at the end of this series. Explorers is an excellent app for traveling across Australia, and also great for hiking, boating, and even flying. If you haven't downloaded it yet, use the link in the description. It will help you plan your trips and it will support our channel. Now that's a beautiful color of water, really inviting. Going to go in, eh, Keith?
Oh.
Oh well, that was our exercise for the morning.
Didn't do much.
It was nice. So few fishes.
It's alright once I got in it, temperature wise, it was
Yeah,
alright once
yeah.
you're in.
When you move, it's fine. It's a bit chilly. So this is Turquoise Bay, and it's absolutely beautiful. The color of the water is unreal. Absolutely unreal. But very busy beach. So what do you want to do next, Keith? You want to keep going toward our camp and investigate a few more spots?
Well, yeah.
I think because it's low tide, going to Oyster Shack is going to be too low tide to do any diving there, so I don't think we'll do any of that today. They say it needs to be at least 1.2 meter tide. Otherwise you get just bashed into it and it's not pleasant.
It's not.
And also they're probably sticking out of the water, so there's no wildlife to have a look at. So but there's a few things to have a look along the shore here, so a few good views, so we'll do that. Alright. So this is the Oyster Shack. Apparently a very, very good diving place, but I believe you do need to make sure that you come into a very high tide. So today's 28th and there's no access today because it's just go too low today. So there won't be any access until 1st of September.